And here is Michael Ho up on a big one.
Michael getting in there, pulling up underneath the curl, goes in there, completely covered up, and he makes it out of there.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's happy with that one. That's a perfect scoring ride.
So Michael Ho, whose week began with a broken wrist, and then in the meet earlier today, he had to go into a surf-off, a 25-minute surf-off to work his way into the finals, winds up as the winner of the Hawaiian Masters.
Michael Ho is a true Hawaiian surf legend. Known for his fearless style and unmatched mastery of massive waves, he shaped the world of surfing forever. This is the story of his incredible life, his daring feats, and a legacy that continues to inspire surfers around the globe. Michael Ho was born on July 13, 1957, and raised in Waimanalo, Hawaii, surrounded by the rhythmic sound of crashing waves. By the age of 3, he was already balancing on a surfboard, as if the ocean itself had chosen him.
Small, because it was like from a broken board, one of their longboards, I think. It's really young. So. Aloha surfing heritage. Right on.
From those early days, Michael wasn't just learning to surf. He was forming a bond with the ocean that would guide his life. The waves became his playground, his teacher, and his inspiration. By the 1970s, Michael Ho had established himself as one of the most fearless and talented surfers in the world. With his unmatched ability to read and ride massive waves, he dominated competitions against some of the greatest surfers of his time. In 1982, Michael achieved a legendary victory at the Pipe Masters, surfing one of the most dangerous waves in the world, while wearing a cast on his wrist. It was a testament to his resilience, his grit, and his deep connection to the surf. Michael Ho wasn't just winning competitions, he was redefining the art of surfing itself. His smooth, fluid style and fearless determination inspired an entire generation to see the waves as more than just a challenge, but as a canvas. The Ho family is a dynasty deeply rooted in surfing. Michael's younger brother, Derek Ho, made history as the first Hawaiian to win the World Surfing Championship in 1993. Together, they brought global recognition to Hawaiian surfers, putting the North Shore firmly on the map. But Michael's legacy extends far beyond his own generation. His children, Mason and Coco, carry the family torch with pride. Mason is celebrated for his daring, creative approach to massive waves, while Coco dominates the world of women's surfing, proving that the Ho family remains at the pinnacle of the sport.
I did that with Mason. He said you would not answer that question with a wave. And 2, he said you would not name an old wave.
Through his family, Michael's love and passion for surfing continue to ripple through the surfing world, proving that the Ho name is synonymous with greatness. Michael Ho wasn't just a great surfer, he was an innovator. He introduced the now iconic pig dog technique, revolutionizing backside tube riding. This groundbreaking maneuver allowed surfers to navigate barrels with unprecedented control, transforming how the sport was approached. His creativity and willingness to push boundaries made him more than a competitor. He was a pioneer who expanded what was possible in the sport of surfing. Surfing the world's most dangerous waves isn't without risk, and Michael Ho faced his share of challenges. Over the decades, he endured countless wipeouts, powerful impacts with reef-laden ocean floors, and injuries that could have ended his career. From broken bones to torn ligaments, each injury was a harsh reminder of the ocean's unforgiving nature. Yet Michael never let these setbacks define him. Instead, he used them as fuel to push harder, surf smarter, and come back stronger. One of his most iconic moments came in 1982 when he won the Pipe Masters, despite competing with a cast on his wrist. It was a triumph of sheer determination.
Going left, Ocho Aguina. And Michael Ho in the red. Yeah, backside attack there. Sandwich. Splitting the wave, 2 surfers. In the red, Michael Ho, 2 back short. And in the yellow, Ocho Ahina.
Even in his 60s, Michael continues to defy age and physical limits. While most surfers retire, he still charges the waves with the same fearless spirit, proving that resilience isn't just about recovery, it's about never losing the love for what drives you. In 2012, Michael Ho was honored with a place in the Surfing Walk of Fame, a moment that celebrated not just his extraordinary career, but the lasting impact he had on the sport. This recognition wasn't just a nod to his talent, it was an acknowledgement of the legacy he'd built. Michael's story isn't just about his victories, it's about his influence on the generations of surfers who followed in his wake. The Ho legacy is alive and thriving. Michael's children, Mason and Coco, are proof that his fire still burns bright, inspiring new surfers to dream big and take on the ocean with courage. Michael Ho is more than just a surfer. He's a symbol of perseverance, passion, and the deep, unbreakable bond between humans and the sea. His life is a reminder that greatness isn't just about riding the biggest waves. It's about leaving a legacy that inspires others to chase their dreams and conquer their fears.
Pretty much the biggest waves I've ever surfed at Waimea, and it was one of the biggest eddies, and I'm sure we couldn't do it without the water safety. I'm pretty positive. I just wanted to go out one last time to Waimea and just live the moment, being out there at the Eddy in memory of Eddie, and yeah, that's really fitting that it happened.
Michael Ho, the fearless wave rider, the innovator, the family man, and the icon. His story is one of resilience, creativity, and passion. His name will forever echo in the history of surfing, just like the waves he conquered with grace. Did you enjoy the story of Michael Ho's incredible journey? Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more stories of legends who dared to chase greatness. Let's celebrate the icons who inspire us all.
Compete in the events over here because they wait for big surf for the events. They aren't like the events in Australia or other countries where they're on a certain day regardless of conditions. Over here they have a waiting.
Mark Richards, a name that forever changed surfing. Known as MR, he wasn't just a surfer, he was a pioneer, a legend, and a revolutionary. From his humble beginnings in Newcastle, Australia, to dominating the world with 4 consecutive titles, Mark's story is one of passion, innovation, and legacy. This is the story of Mark Richards, the man who transformed waves into art and left a lasting legacy. Mark Richards was born on March 7, 1957, in Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Newcastle, known for its rugged coastline and world-class waves, was the perfect backdrop for a young boy destined to make surfing history. Mark's father, Ray Richards, wasn't just a surfer, he was a pioneer in his own right. In 1961, Ray opened one of the first surf shops in Newcastle. For the Richards family, surfing wasn't just a pastime, it was a way of life. Mark's exposure to the ocean began early. By the age of 6, he was already riding waves at Blacksmith's Beach. His early experiences weren't just about fun, they were shaping his future.
From my experience, it has to be one of the most challenging waves in the world to surf because of the fact that you're in an area with a lineup where it's as big as a football field. You get out there and trying to figure out where you are in that lineup.
Ray's surf shop became a hub for surfers, and Mark spent countless hours surrounded by boards, gear, and the local surf culture. This environment gave him a deep understanding of the sport and the tools that made it possible. By his teenage years, Mark was already standing out in the junior surfing circuit. He represented Australia at the World Amateur Championships in 1972, where he began to show the world what he was capable of. But talent wasn't enough for Mark. He wasn't just interested in riding waves, he was interested in doing it better than anyone else. In the mid-1970s, Mark Richards' career reached a defining moment. While visiting Hawaii, he encountered a design that would change surfing forever, the twin-fin surfboard. Unlike the traditional single-fin boards that most surfers used, twin-fin boards offered unparalleled speed and maneuverability. For Mark, this discovery wasn't just interesting, it was an opportunity to transform the sport. Where others saw a new tool, Mark saw untapped potential. He partnered with legendary board shaper Dick Brewer to refine the twin fin design, combining their expertise to create the iconic Freeride twin fin model. This board wasn't just innovative, it was revolutionary. It gave surfers a new way to approach waves, making sharper turns, executing faster maneuvers, and riding with a level of control previously thought impossible. For Mark, the twin fin board wasn't just a piece of equipment, it was an extension of his vision. It allowed him to push the boundaries of what surfing could look like, giving him a competitive edge that would propel him to 4 consecutive world titles. His ability to harness the twin fin's potential transformed his style, setting him apart from his competitors. This breakthrough wasn't just about personal success. Mark's innovation reshaped the sport itself, inspiring a wave of surfers to adopt the twin fin design. He didn't just ride waves, he changed how waves were ridden, proving that innovation and creativity could redefine what was possible in surfing. From 1979 to 1982, Mark Richards achieved what many thought was impossible. He won 4 consecutive world titles, becoming the first professional surfer to dominate the sport so thoroughly.
He rides the waves of the world. He's the king of the curl. An Aussie with a will to win, 4 times world champion. How do you feel? With a proud Novocastrian grin. The first champ to use the twin fin. They thought it was weird at the time. He left them all behind. How do you feel? Banzai 5 line Hawaii. He took the Masters easily. How do you feel? I feel like a two-weeks. I feel like a two-weeks. I feel like a 2 weeks or 2.
His victories weren't just about skill, they were about strategy. His twin fin board gave him an advantage, but his mental game and competitive spirit set him apart. Mark's style was both aggressive and graceful. He could take on massive waves with confidence and finesse, making even the most difficult rides look effortless. In 1980, he cemented his place in surfing history with a victory at the Pipeline Masters in Hawaii, a competition known for its intense waves and unforgiving conditions. Mark's dominance wasn't just about winning, it was about inspiring a new generation of surfers. His success showed that innovation and hard work could lead to greatness.
The reason I think Australian surfers have been dominating professional competition because they're extremely aggressive. Like, I'd surfed in a million contests before I ever went in a pro contest. Whereas these days there's a lot of people that are on the pro circuit who don't have the competitive experience, the battle practice.
After retiring from competitive surfing in 1982, Mark Richards could have stepped away quietly, content with his unparalleled success. But that was never his style. Instead, he turned his focus to what had always driven him: innovation and community. Returning to his roots in Newcastle, Mark dedicated himself to shaping surfboards that pushed the boundaries of design. His iconic twin-fin boards, which revolutionized the sport, remained sought after by surfers worldwide. But Mark wasn't just creating equipment, he was crafting tools for the next generation to chase their dreams. Every board he shaped carried his passion, precision, and understanding of what surfers truly needed. Mark's impact extended far beyond his designs. He became a mentor to young surfers, sharing not just techniques, but the mindset that had propelled him to greatness. For Mark, surfing wasn't just a sport, it was a lifelong pursuit, and he was committed to passing on his knowledge to those who followed. His contributions to surfing were widely recognized. In 1985, Mark was inducted into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame for his influence in and beyond the sport. In 1994, he received the Medal of the Order of Australia for his important role in shaping the future of surfing. Despite these accolades, Mark's greatest joy came from giving back. For him, success wasn't measured by trophies, but by the legacy he left in the water, the surfboards he created, and the lives he inspired. Mark Richards didn't just retire, he redefined what it means to be a lifelong surfer. Mark Richards' story is one of relentless passion and groundbreaking innovation. More than a surfer, he was a visionary who reshaped the sport. From his revolutionary twin-fin surfboard designs to his unmatched dominance with 4 consecutive world titles, Mark proved that greatness isn't just about talent, it's about redefining boundaries. His influence goes beyond the competitions he won. Mark's designs transformed how surfers approached waves, giving them speed and maneuverability that had never been seen before. These innovations didn't just set him apart, they elevated the sport as a whole. Even after stepping away from competitive surfing, Mark's contributions didn't stop. He returned to his roots, designing surfboards and mentoring young surfers, sharing his knowledge and inspiring the next generation. His boards remain iconic, his methods timeless, and his humility unwavering. Mark Richards is more than a champion. He is a symbol of creativity and perseverance. He showed the world that success isn't just about what you achieve, but how you inspire others to dream bigger. Today, Mark is a beloved figure in the surfing community, admired for his accomplishments and appreciated for his generosity. His legacy reflects the impact of vision and determination. Mark Richards not only transformed surfing, but also elevated it into a thriving art form that continues to inspire. Mark Richards' story isn't just a tale of success, it's a lesson in the power of innovation and the importance of following your passion. He showed us that with determination and creativity, we can achieve greatness. If Mark's journey has inspired you, there's another story you need to hear: the power of compounding. Just as Mark's innovations in surfing created ripple effects in the sport, the principles of compounding can create lasting change in your life. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's ride the wave of inspiration together.